Welcome to BitBoy Cardano, home of the BitSquad. Did I say that right? Home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all of the interwebs, dwarfing all competitors. Why? Because we have the best community. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in crypto. If you've been listening to me for the last few months, you are doing well. If you like money in crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Gotta hit it real hard. Guys, woo! What a day it has been. Right now, Bitcoin is under $50,000, I believe, at the last check, 49.6, but we spent some time up around the $50,500 level. Exciting times. We've had a little bit of a pullback. I'm a little surprised we did go under 50,000. It didn't go very high above, but that $50,000 was such a hard line of resistance that crossing over it, I thought we might have a chance to stay above it, but we didn't. But hey, everything is in order. We're making progress. We're seeing big moves. And wow, what about Cardano? Am I right? Anybody in here? Let me see the people. I want to see hashtag ADA gang, which I got a lot to say about ADA today. I want to see. Somebody says, I feel like I'm at a Justin Bieber concert. Woohoo. Well, baby, baby, baby. Okay. Wasn't that his song? I think. Yeah. I took my sister to a Justin Bieber concert when she was in the 7th grade, I think.
Macy?
Yeah, I took Macy and her friend Madison. Oh. We went, and so we had 3 tickets, and one of our tickets was directly behind a column. And so I sat there and let them watch the concert all night. So I'll never forget, Cody Simpson was the opening act, and he was doing like these weird pelvic thrusts. He was like 16.
Yeah.
And like all these 12-year-old girls were like, oh, and I was like, it was one of the weirdest things I ever experienced. I was like, get me out of here. So that was good.
Tons of ADA gang in the
Tons of ADA. We got XRP Army in the house too. See some people making that. I got some stuff to say about XRP. We're not going to be saying today, I don't think, but I had some really interesting. You guys know I get secret documents sent. Had some really interesting secret documents sent to me this weekend about XRP, about Ripple, about a patent for a money exchange system that they're involved in. Some really, really, really cool stuff. Look, hey, how about our trash and safe moon video? How about our trash and safe moon? Here's how dumb the safe moon people are. They were celebrating on Twitter that they came and gave me a lot of dislikes on the video. What they don't know is, because they're low IQ individuals, obviously, if you're in Safe Moon. And look, you can take a flyer on Safe Moon. I don't mind people throwing a couple $100 in it. Maybe you got a lot of returns on it. People got returns on it. But if you're in that thing, if you're like in the Safe Moon community, you're low IQ. I'm sorry. So they're like, oh, we went to his video. We all disliked it. But you understand, like, a dislike counts exactly for the algorithm like a like. So really all you're doing when you're coming and hitting the dislike button on that video is you're showing more people what a fraud Safe Moon is with their exploitable back end to that contract. So screw Safe Moon. I got nothing to say to those people other than you suck. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started, guys. And I'm going to address the Cardano video I made yesterday as well. We'll address that in a little bit. Some misinformation we'll be going over. It happens. We'll talk about that. All right, so 1.2 million subscribers, guys. We ticked up. And as far as I see people saying stuff about super chats, it's a long story. We are actually having to reapply to the YouTube partner program. It's not YouTube's fault. It's nobody's fault. It's a long story. It was something we pulled out of, and now we got to go back to YouTube and join the partner program. So we're actually not even monetized on the channel right now. And so you can't send super chats, but we will have that fixed. Hopefully, we're in processing with that, hopefully by the end of the week. So, all right, 1.2 million subscribers. Feeling good, feeling great. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. We are almost about to hit 500,000 followers here, and I'm very curious what we're at. Did he update that today? I don't think he did.
Yeah, looks like as of the 23rd, 4.94.
Oh, okay. So I think by Friday. Probably by Friday we'll be able to. By Friday or next week we'll be able to give away our 5 ETH, which is worth about the same as when we started the contest, right before the dip. Yeah, no, not necessarily. It was June 14th.
Yeah, a little more, probably. A little more.
Yeah. Okay, so, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok. You can check us out on BitBoy Crypto /deals. You get access to our Cardano staking pool. All right, what's that?
Justice Beaver said, head head of YouTube Gaming talking about being bullish on NFTs this weekend. That's
guys, it's here. NFTs adoption is here. And it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So how many of you guys are happy that you listened, that you didn't leave this channel and you listened over the last few months?
Yeah.
I know a lot of you guys are, for sure.
I'm sure the portfolios are happy.
Our portfolio almost back at all-time highs.
Yep.
We are so close right now, I can smell it. So, all right, here we go. We got the market $2.14 trillion. Wow, look at that. We're almost back to all-time highs there. What were all-time highs? I think we said about 2.5 trillion, somewhere around there.
Yeah, 2.4.
Yeah, 2.4, 2.5.
Yeah.
$112 billion on volumes. The volume looking nice. Bitcoin dominance staying below 45%. As you can see, 43.7% Chuggy TV. That guy, he makes me laugh every day. 18% for ETH. I know I'm so easy, though. For 31 Paraguays, you can send an ETH transaction. Right now, Bitcoin having a little bit of a dip here at 49,500. Today, we've got a video with Carl. Carl's coming back on the channel today from the moon, and we're going to be talking about different things about Bitcoin, where it's heading to. But I'd like to say he's very clear on that video. It is time to be in long positions. You do not want to be in a short position right now. Do not listen to the people who are telling you to be in a short position. We are clearly on an uptrend. Bitcoin up 2% over the last 24 hours, 7% for the week. Ethereum back over 3,300. It was pushing 3,400 this morning, up 4%, 3.4% for the week. Cardano 288, new all-time high for Cardano. Let's see what it said it was. New all-time high, 289, I believe. Well, went all the way to 292. 292 for Cardano. Binance coin almost back over the $500 mark. I mean, it's feeling very, very March, April-ish right now. Feeling good. XRP continuing to hold strong, well above $1, $1.24. And we had AMP with a gigantic pump overnight. I think it was the number one. It was up 20%. I guess it started yesterday. So right now, AMP coming in at 12.59% up. Telcoin with another massive move, up 20%. Dash up 18%. Thorchain up 17%. Monero up 16%. OMG and Avalanche continuing to crush it. We never sold our Avalanche, by the way, even though I told my people to sell it, and then they lagged on it, and thank God they did. Sometimes, you got to thank God for unanswered prayers, right? I think that's a Garth Brooks song.
I was gonna say sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
It is sometimes, for sure. Avalanche, the biggest pumper of the week, up 134%. Audience, we hold both of these two, up 93%. We own zero Near Protocol, which kind of sucks. Own a little bit of Phantom. We got a little bit of Helium. We don't have any Swiss cheese. Cosmos up 38%. Cardano up 36%. Cardano, the number one most profitable coin in the history of my portfolio. So, I mean, pretty easy to see what happened there. We'll be talking a little bit more about Cardano and the misinformation here in a minute. Let's go ahead and let's check out some Q&A.
All right.
Also, go dogs.
Yeah. The first one, Gustavo on YouTube said, thoughts on VeChain?
Well, I think VeChain is a great project. It's one of our top holdings. It's definitely in our top 10, I believe.
It's close.
Right. It's number 11 right now?
I'm not sure. I'm just saying I know it's close to the top 10.
Oh, well, you know what, TJ? Let me look. Let me look here.
Here, perfect. And while you're looking, we've got a couple questions here. One from Radio Face Portfolio Update. Ben, how many ADA do y'all hold now? Oh, also, real quick.
Number 12, actually.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let's go add some pumpers above it.
While you were looking at that, I did want to give everybody a quick update on the ADA staking pool. If you've been staking your Cardano with us, that's been going incredibly well. Jack just told me this morning, we actually saw 2 more blocks than projected in this epoch. So like every epoch, we've been far outperforming the kind of standard projections. So if you're not doing it, it's pretty much free money. So
you can go to bitboycrypto.com/deals,
Yep.
and we have a banner at the top of the page with all of our BitPool information on it. So
and
5.08 million Cardano stake there, or ADA.
Yep.
Okay. Now, as far as that question goes, how much ADA? We actually have not accumulated any more ADA. We have been making returns on our ADA that we have staked.
Right.
But I bought over $1 million worth at about 65 to 70 cents, I believe it was. And we've just held on to that. And it was $1 million. And as of now,
Well, I thought
it's worth, what is it worth now? $3 million. So we made $2 million on ADA. You can't, shake a stick at that. That's pretty good.
No.
But we are accumulating, like we're not selling in the ADA that's coming in from our staking pool. So
I know we get this one a lot, but when will we make all-time high for Ethereum and Bitcoin?
Bitcoin all-time high will be, I'm going to say, September 24th.
Oh, you're going earlier.
Well, I've always said give or take a week.
Okay.
September 25th is the last day of Q3 futures contracts. So that tells me I think that day it's going to drop and probably not recover. So, I mean, that's a short period of time. That's a month from now. So, I've always said September 28th is the cornerstone date we need to be paying attention to. Said that for almost 2 years now. So we are. We're almost there. I think this month is going to be really, really explosive. September is going to be really explosive. It could also go the other way. We could bounce back from the futures close in maybe October 5th or something like that. But what I would say is, they're announcing some Fed tapering of the bond yields. And I think that is coming on September 22nd. That's going to be the thing that's going to kick off the deflation. So, it's hard for me to see it moving much after that. So, and for ETH, let me give you a date for ETH. I haven't came up with a date for ETH. I'm going to say for Ethereum, I'm actually starting to believe in a slightly longer altcoin cycle. I think this is just on speculation, nothing really to back that up with, other than we've only got one cycle to judge, and there's a lot more excitement this time about altcoins. So I'm going to actually say, what day was V for Vendetta? The day that they always talk about on there. So
remember the 4th of November? It was November 4th. Doesn't sound right.
Remember the 5th of November.
5th.
That's it. We're going to say Ethereum the 5th of November. Based on a movie. So we'll be deadly accurate.
Yeah. Okay. ADA's launching soon smart contracts. What project you like being launched on ADA? What DEX wallet? Thanks. That's a little broken, but I think you get it.
Well, we like Euro Wallet. We like anything that launches on Card Starter.
Yep.
What is the Cardano DEX? Is it called Cardano DEX? Cardax maybe?
Serum was Solana, right?
Yeah, Serum Solana. So there is one I can't remember.
Sunday Swap.
Well, but there's a newer one.
Gotcha.
So Sunday Swap, definitely one to watch out for. So
okay, also on Cardano, thoughts on next week's with Japan starting to be able to invest in ADA? Do you think that will have an impact?
Yeah, it will be the land of the rising ADA. Japan will be. Obviously when you're adding liquidity from a whole country, it'll be bullish.
Crypto Ric Flair, will you make a video around the time to sell to let us know it's about that time?
Yeah, of course. What are we talking about on the live stream? We're not going to have a video say like today is the day. We're going to be just monitoring it. Look, this is a fluid situation when we get towards the end of this run.
Exactly.
And there's a chance we're wrong. There's a chance things seem more bullish at that time. Now, I want to warn you guys about some people making some videos right now. Now, look, I want to be very careful what I say here. Chris from MM Crypto. Love Chris. He's a great dude. He's the new Dan Blazarian of crypto. He likes to take pictures with butts.
That Instagram.
If you want a good time, you want to live vicariously through somebody, you go.
Yeah.
If you're single, of course.
Yeah.
So, listen, I love Chris. He made a video today saying $200,000 for Bitcoin. I'm seeing a lot of people, sending me messages asking me about that. And this is what I'll say. I would assume there's nothing wrong with Chris's video. I would assume there's nothing wrong with his analysis, okay? But what has the analysis, what has the technical analysis shown people through this bear market that we went through, the mini bear market? It showed people 18,000, 22,000, 24,000 numbers we never even came close to touching. We were the only channel telling you we were not going to come close to touching those numbers. Why? Because we know. Is it not clear to you guys that I know what's going on at this point? If it's not clear to you, you haven't been watching the channel for long, you haven't been paying attention. We've called this entire run. We didn't call the manipulation on the downside. We didn't call the May stuff. After the May crash, the bounce back we've called the entire time. We told you exactly when it was going to head back up. We're telling you exactly what the numbers are going to be. There are powers in place above TA pay grades that are going to dictate where this is going. So the price, and by the way, I'm trying to get Chris on this week for an interview during the live stream. Cool. So I'd like to have him on. I think he's probably seeing things that are legitimate. We thought Bitcoin was going to 300,000. I've been told it's not. And I trust that information. The information has been very good so far. I told you guys a big move for AMP was coming. I told you guys that last week. And look, here it was yesterday, a 20% move. So that's, I don't think $200,000 is in play. The highest I can possibly see it is 150K. But I don't even think that will happen. The number between 100 and 120, around 100K, we are getting out. I will tell you that. And I don't feel like around that time I'm going to come out and say, hey guys, today we withdraw our money. Just know when it gets around $100,000, we're taking profits, period. But I also don't want to make videos where people are going to look back and say, oh, he crashed the market because he told everybody he was taking profits. I'm telling you right now, when it gets close to and slightly above 100K, we are taking profits from Bitcoin, maybe rolling that into some altcoins for the altcoin cycle. But just know that that's facts.
Yeah. TY Nugent 77, I think on YouTube. Ben, I'm waiting to present to the pastor of my local church the idea of having Bitcoin/crypto giving available to those members wanting to give to the church community rather than just fiat. Is this idea doable? Are there too many hoops to jump through?
No, there's actually, you can check this out. I think this is the one I've heard about before. It's called Tithe with Bitcoin. Which, by the way, somebody said that I never end up at church on my Sunday drive videos to church. Guys, that's because I don't want everybody knowing what church I go to. I don't think my wife would want that. So anyways, I love my church, but it is what it is. But Tithe with Bitcoin is a site where it will actually, where you can send a donation anytime, anywhere using Bitcoin. I think you can plug your church website up through this. If not, there is another one. I think there is a company out there that works integrating church donations with Bitcoin. So it is possible and it's very easy. You just got to find the right company. I'm not sure if that's it or not, but if you do some research, I'm sure you can find it.
And there are other ones as well for charitable. Like when we worked with Atlanta Angels to donate in crypto, a lot of the people that came to that golf tournament donated in crypto, and they set up something that makes it very easy for charities to accept crypto payments, and it fits with their back end banking and all the stuff they have to do. So there's several ways to do it.
Yeah.
But so you should have that conversation.
Juggy TV says I wake up random neighborhoods every Sunday morning. That's probably true. Your brother-in-law says he hears me every time I go by.
Yeah, he probably does.
He lives on my street.
He lives real close.
Yeah, close.
All right, you ready for some charts?
Yeah, let's look at some charts. I'm looking at Bitcoin right now, and if you look a few days ago, here according to Market Cipher, we did have this retracement, but I showed you guys when we had this green dot. Since we've had this green dot, the price of Bitcoin has gone up. At the peak, which was 50,500, 13%. So pretty good, moving $6,000. Now what is the next target to look at? Well, there is quite a, amount of resistance at 51,000. We've got several different touch points at 51,000. When you look back, at this, Carl will talk a little bit more about that today in our video, but let me show you guys what I'm really bullish on right now for Bitcoin. On the chart using Market Cipher, look at this money flow. You guys seen that green positive money flow right there? It is thicker than it has been in some time. That is, of course, thick with two C's. I don't know. How do you spell thicker? Thiccer. I guess.
Or maybe just drop the E and just throw
Ooh,
an R at the end.
yes. Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Wow, TJ, I'm impressed with your knowledge there. Thiccr.
Yeah.
Thicker. Yeah. It's thicker right now. This is the thickest it has been since back on May 2nd. So looks, I think what we're going to see here, it's going to be a little bit quicker, but I mean, I think what this is shaping up to be is kind of a reversal of this pattern here, where we're just going to see it go the opposite way. So we're going to see it start moving up. Very exciting stuff. So Ben versus elementary school. I hope they're not talking about people that are thick in elementary school. That's weird, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, as you guys know, has been, and look, I hope you guys see this. We had a blood diamond on the Ethereum chart the other day. These blood diamonds on the daily chart, the yellow X's on the daily chart, they've not been super accurate. We did get a little bit of a dump, but usually the higher the time frame, the more likely it is that you're going to see a gigantic dump. But we haven't been seeing that in this bullish move, this bullish momentum for Bitcoin, really, for most of the year outside of when we did have the actual crash. So little quick bounce. We're back on the top. This is the 4-hour chart, actually, on the top of the EMA ribbon. If we move over to the daily chart here for Ethereum, I mean, it really is just so amazing looking at these lines of resistance here for Ethereum. I do believe that we are seeing, we are seeing some heavy suppression here for Ethereum. I mean, it's just pretty obvious when you look across and you see in this range of 31.55 to 33.30. This has been pretty much when we're stuck in this range. I'm telling you guys, when we move, it is going to move big time. We are going to see a quick rise, I believe. So let's look at Cardano, because I mean, this is what everybody wants to talk about today. Am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at this beautiful chart. I mean, wow. Let's see if we go back here. That's the 4-hour chart. Check out the daily chart. The daily chart's even more explosive.
Yeah.
Here you go with market Cipher. You had your green dot back here. Boom, upward momentum. I mean, this thing is just ripping right now. And we did see, this, this move right here was really massive. And then we took a breather, and now we're right back to it. Are we going to continue to see Cardano pump like this leading up to the smart contract release? How many times can we see this kind of pump from Cardano? And I would remind everyone, we're seeing institutional money flowing in to Cardano right now. Mm-hmm. We haven't seen this before. So when you really look at the prospects of where this could be going to and why it's rising so fast, people do not want to get left out. Institutions don't want to get left out of Cardano the way they got left out of Ethereum. Plus, we have Wednesday. We have Cardano up for sale in Japan. Mm-hmm. And we know, Japan is definitely a very bullish crypto nation, at least from a citizen standpoint. And you got to think the prospects of them investing in Cardano is looking pretty juicy. Levi says ADA to $150. We all heard it. We'll talk about that here in a few minutes. Somebody said ADA $2,000 by Christmas. How can Ben fit that little football helmet? Well, it won't fit.
Well,
look, now I'm tall, guys. Now I'm as tall as DZ.
Yeah.
Are you guys happy? I went to my dad's house this weekend. Hung out with my dad, and long story, but have a brother I haven't seen in like 20 years, 21 years, 22 years. Got to hang out with him this weekend. It was really fun. It was awesome. A lot of closure, I felt like. It's a long story. But my dad made height jokes all weekend. So he knows how those get me now.
Yeah.
Even though me and my dad, I think, are exactly the same height.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what height the people are that are making the jokes.
No. So now he can just call you Short Cake Boy.
We did have cake this weekend.
Of
so
course.
I got really off my diet. Don't tell Dr. Deb. She's going to be really upset. Okay, let's move on here. Real quick, Newpol looking good. That's all you guys need to know about that. Stock to flow deflection rising back up. Always stock to flow chart. Let's look at that real quick. See what's going on with it. Still continuing to climb. It's interesting. I can see us getting right to the line here, to the blue line, and then getting rejected and coming down. Let's see. If we hit highs on September 24th, that would be $107,000 for the stock to flow estimate. So I think we could get, I think the stock to flow chart is pretty much going to be broken over the next bear market. So
over the next cycle,
over the bear market to the next bull market. Right.
Yeah.
Because right now, I think we're going to start bouncing off that line as resistance. We'll hit 250K in 2024. And so when you look at the chart here, where that is, I mean, it's showing $1.3 million by 2025. And that ain't happening. That ain't happening. So, all right. What is VeChain? Why is everybody talking about VeChain today? Is it pumping right now? It's up 3%. It's back to 13 cents. Looking good.
I know they're adding some NFTs and stuff on VeChain.
Yeah, we love it. We love them. I mean, we're talking with them about being ambassadors for VeChain, and we already talked about it a good bit. Okay, so Bitcoin hits $50,000. Bitcoin BTC price versus the Fed. 5 things to watch in Bitcoin this week. How many viewers we have right now, TJ?
We have 15,000 viewers, only 3142 likes. So we can definitely get those likes up to, what's the number today?
8,000.
8,000. Let's go.
8,000. Do us a favor if you're watching on mobile, exit out of the live chat, hit the like button, come back. If you're watching on a smart TV, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, more actions, more options, hit react, then hit the like button or hit the dislike button if you want me to spread more FUD about SafeMoon. It's not really FUD if it's true, I guess. Is it?
Yeah, it's not.
Okay. BitBoy to 6 foot tall by September 28th. Can you get height surgery? Is that a thing?
No, I thought you'd get there by Easter or Valentine's Day.
What? Okay. Anyways, I'll be at the Super Bowl Valentine's Day. Well, the day before Valentine's Day, anyways.
That'll be fun.
Ethereum to 2,500 by Valentine's Day. Could happen. Could happen. Okay, so here we go. 5 things to watch in Bitcoin this week. $50,000 Bitcoin. What could go wrong? There was no shortage of concern about Bitcoin failing to crack $50,000 this weekend. If Bitcoin can break out from here, people over trading will lose their BTC and hodlers will win. This is what Pentoshi said on Twitter. I said this one other time before. It did a relentless 6K. Know when to trade, when not to trade, yada, yada, yada. This springboard was also apparent when Bitcoin USD hit 50,000 for the first time in February, but it took time for that level to become firm support, provide the foundation for a trip to 64.5. Bitcoin could see a fresh pullback, which we're seeing right now. Let's see what the current price is. According to CoinMarketCap, 49.5 still sitting in the same place. Right now, it's all about accumulation. When markup begins, there is only vertical accumulation. And let me tell you what we're really accumulating right now. We're really accumulating retail sentiment. That's what we're accumulating. The more we go up, the more positive people feel. And I talked about it this weekend. The more we see millennial parents getting into Bitcoin at this time. And just once again, reiterate, remember, we're looking for short-term gains. We're looking for a couple months of gains, explosive gains. But the next year in the bear market, we're looking to accumulate. That's really the plan of the people that watch this channel. Then we have this. Tapering rumors fly as virtual Fed summit nears. So very interesting. Specifically, markets will want to know whether any tapering of asset purchases on the cards. Now, what have I told you guys is coming? Bond yield tapering. They're going to be diminishing the bond yields. This is a sign of deflation. And no, Sofa King, be careful how I say your name. Falcons are not the worst team in the NFL. I think the worst, you guys want a prediction on the worst team in the NFL this year?
Sure.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Really?
Worst team in the NFL this year. And we play them first week, so pretty good. The Jaguars, I think, will win 5 or 6 games probably. Other bad teams, oh, God. Well, the Niners might be pretty bad. They may be okay. They may surprise people.
What about the Jets? They're always
I think
bad.
the Jets are going to be okay. I don't think they're going to be great. I think they're another 5-6 win team this year. I was watching them against the Packers.
Yeah.
They don't look that bad in preseason. I mean, preseason not a great barometer, But yeah, so let's see. Let me think if there's any other terrible teams this
Panthers
year.
are supposed
New
to
York
be weak.
Giants, another terrible team this year. So
Texans.
the Jets will be better than the Giants this year.
Texans and the Lions could both struggle.
Texans will be awful. You are correct. Lions will probably win 4 games. I think you're right. Saints will also be bad, I think. I do not think the Saints will win 8 games this year. But that's bad.
What about
them.
the Panthers? They're pretty
Panthers
weak.
are going to be awful.
Yep.
Panthers are going to be awful.
So
Panthers have a shot at being worst team in the NFL as well. But Christian
So-
McCaffrey will win them some games on his own.
That gives us a shot, though. NFC South is weak this year.
Guy is consumed by chat. Just talk. What you think I show up here every day? You think I don't want to talk to my people? Get out of here, you douche. That's what I say. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run my channel the way I want to run it. If you don't like it, you can suck it. Sorry. Okay. All right. Somebody said the Falcons look horrible in the preseason. They have looked so bad, but we've not played like a single starter. So this week, I think we are starting against the Browns, Matt Ryan. So we'll see how we do. I'm not ever concerned about preseason. The year we went to the Super Bowl, we went 0-4 in preseason. So it's whatever. All right. So let's see. They're still very dovish. A little semantics. Taper is very well documented, well known. We know it's coming. Stocks were already weakened. Watch for the stock market. Okay. Watch for the stock market to also begin to go down this year. Then they also say, watch out for China this year about the hash rate. The hash rate has bounced up like 50% in the last few weeks. Following the hash rate is usually a good indicator of the bottom of the market. And once again, it showed that. Exchange flows returned to dominant. Bitcoin exchange reserves have dropped heavily in recent weeks. While exhibiting mixed behavior throughout 2021, investors are now withdrawing Bitcoin in large enough quantities for those withdrawals to dominate the landscape. This got some cool looking charts. If you guys want to go check it out. And extreme greed heightens its grip. That, of course, is always talking about, or that's talking about the fear and greed index. TJ, what is that?
I don't know.
What? Your typing is me. I don't know if I like that on Twitch, which, of course, welcome our TikTok viewers, our Twitch viewers.
Yeah.
Still on Theta, right?
Typing as the channel. They know I'm typing. They know it's me.
Yeah.
Because I reply to a lot of their questions in Twitch.
What crypto is going to win the Super Bowl of crypto this year? That's what I want to know. I want to hear which one people think.
ADA's looking strong right now.
It's looking really strong. Well, you know what I love when I make crazy outlandish price predictions and the coin does more than that. Because look, do you know how outlandish an $8 Cardano prediction was when I made it first?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, another person who's had that same exact prediction pretty much the whole time has been Crypto Crow. He hasn't made videos. He's not even in the country now. But he was another one. Give Jason credit. He also said an $8 Cardano. So I mean, we're not there yet, but it's looking very favorable. We're almost at $3. So I think it's very possible we do see a $10 to $15 ADA now during the cycle. It's possible. I'm gonna stick with my price prediction at $8. We'll let it beat. So
I wanted to ask you this real quick about that deflation because I got some questions on social over this over the weekend.
Yeah.
From your perspective, are you saying you think there's going to be a black swan event that causes the deflation, or you think there's going to be deflation that causes a black swan event?
Deflation is the black swan event. So I was unclear on that at first. At first, I thought the information I had was that we were going to get a black swan event, maybe a cyber attack, cyber hack, which we're seeing some of that right now. State Department was hacked today.
Mm-hmm.
There could be a black swan event. I was thinking maybe more shutdowns, more lockdowns, but now they're predicting that the pandemic, round 2 here, round 3, round 7, whatever you think it is, it will peak out in the middle of September. We're only weeks away from that. So probably by late fall, that'll be back out of the, except for the people that's all they want to talk about all the time. It'll be kind of out of the news again. And that will be dying down. So I don't know if that's what we're going to see, but I was corrected on that. I was corrected by the person that knows on this subject and said, no, you're misunderstanding. The deflation is the black swan event. So this tapering, and if you're really looking when this is going to start happening, the end of September, beginning of October, very interesting how this could affect altcoins if we do start to get that. But your average person isn't going to understand it's going on for the first couple months, I think. But the stock market will start reacting to it, I think, pretty quickly. So, if you're in stonks, head for the hills. Now, I think, I don't know what it is, like what the thing we talk about this on this channel where people will look back on it and people will say, how did he know? But I feel like this is going to be it because we're the only people that we're talking about this. There are a couple other people on YouTube, not crypto YouTube, who have been talking about this, but in crypto YouTube, we're the only people going against the inflation narrative. The why? When the government's telling you to be worried about inflation, you got to know they're bait and switching you. So when this happens, I mean, people are going to look back and say, wow, this is the only channel that was telling people about this.
Yeah,
so,
that's the one thing you can trust about the government is they're going to be dishonest.
That's the one thing that we know for sure. So I don't know. David Jackson says EAGLES, Atlanta loses home opener, book it. If the Falcons lose to the Eagles, we're the worst team in the NFL. That's what I'll say. Okay. All right, let's move on here. Sorry, Charlie. We'll start with this, actually. We'll start with the tweet here. Charles Hoskinson said this article, which is so weird. The name of this publication is coingape.com. What is a coin ape? Like King Coin? Weird, isn't it? Okay. Alien zebras and coin gapes. Earlier this week, Cardano's ADA crypto surged north, becoming the third largest crypto by market cap. This story goes on to explain that Charles Hoskinson said that Cardano ADA is going to $150 by the end of 2021. And then Charles Hoskinson says, this is a pure lie. I never said this. And this publication is publishing straight up lies. So this article here is it's removed now. It's not even on CoinApe. Mike Tanguri says it's CoinGape. Yeah, like that makes sense. It's CoinGape, obviously. So the article is not even up anymore. So he came out. Now look, so I did this video yesterday, and I want to just look, I love y'all. I love the people that watch this channel so much. Some of the people that commented on that video, y'all are so petty. Like, just petty. Why are you so petty? Look, there's an article out. I cover the article. I go over what the article says. What do you guys think I do? You guys think I read an article and then I go like fact check it like 19 times on 742 different publications? No, if it's on the news tab on Google, and I know there's a lot of fake news out there, but in crypto, like, I'm going to read it, and unless there's something that sets off alarm bells, then I'm probably just going to think the information is accurate if they're quoting somebody. Now, it wasn't correct. And in that video I posted on Saturday or Sunday morning, there was literally about 12 seconds of that video that was factually incorrect, where I said, hey, Charles Hoskinson said it could reach $150. And then I went to pick apart that argument and tell you why it probably won't happen. I was really surprised that he said that. Well, even on the live stream on Friday, we said that we were surprised when we broached the subject in the beginning. But I was very intrigued by the story because if you look at Cardano, it basically did a 55x in 2017 in a period of a few months, the end of the bull run, where we're coming up to right now. And that's a 60x. So the numbers kind of made sense by that logic. So I thought it was at least an interesting conversation. But I put an edit in the video. You can't edit the video, but I put an edit in the description. I put an edit is a pinned comment. I was wrong. The article was wrong. And people were saying, you owe Charles an apology. I don't owe Charles nothing. I don't owe Charles nothing. Now, if he comes after me in a garden shirt, I may back down from that. But I don't owe Charles nothing. I love Charles. I like Charles. But the people that owe him apologies are the people that wrote this article, and I think they did apologize for it. So that is what it is. I did want to cover that, though, and talk about that a little bit. But I don't feel, it was wrong, but it is what it is. So know this, Charles Hoskinson did not say Cardano will hit $150 by the end of the year. And some of y'all brought up the idea, you said, Charles doesn't make price predictions. He's known for that. Well, I didn't know that. It makes sense. I don't know why he would talk about a price prediction. That's why I was surprised. But, he didn't say it. So he came out and said that, wow, that's weird. This article, this is fake news too. They also have it as CoinGape. It's supposed to be CoinApe. Okay. Actually, Cardano has been outperforming other top cryptos in the market over the past couple of days. However, predicting that Cardano would hit $150, a 60x increase before the end of the year is an impossible trend. Fact remains that Charles Hoskinson can talk at length, but he's not fond of such predictions. Publication had claimed that Hoskinson said Cardano would hit $150 by the end of the year. He said it was a pure lie. They took down the article. And you know what? Here's something that kind of sucks, okay? Something that kind of sucks is that that we have this like actual story that's false, that's misinformation that a lot of people are focusing on, and people are looking at this, and we're now looking at what Cardano's doing right now.
Yeah.
Like, that's more important. That price actually moving is much more important than looking at the story about the misinformation. But unfortunately, there were so many people that made comments. We had to come on here and address this, but it doesn't change anything. Cardano is exploding right now. Cardano is going to beat my price prediction of $8. I'm very confident in that. How much higher than it will be, I don't know. So somebody said Gape Nation. That's pretty funny. Ben, please send TJ to a cooking class. Brenda will be waiting for him there. You can Uber Eats forever if you want to stay healthy.
Can't Uber Eats forever.
Just on the weekends, but I'm not staying healthy on the weekends.
I do Uber Eats a lot, but you can actually eat pretty healthy on Uber Eats.
Oh God, I would never do that. I would never order anything healthy from Uber Eats.
Well, you can order like a steak. I order steak from there all the time.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
Like Outback or.
I'm not big on eating a restaurant steak at home.
Really?
If I'm at home, I want to make my own steak.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Okay, so the best steak though is our Cardano staking pool. Head on over to bitboycrypto.com/deals and you can stake right here at the top bar right there. B pool. Okay, B pool or not to B pool? There's the question. 81% of finance execs say blockchain has gone mainstream survey. Despite the finance industry being bullish on blockchain and crypto, respondents still outline cybersecurity as the greatest hurdle to mainstream adoption. Blockchain, the underlying, which by the way, I want to show this. Yeah, there you go. You got me on the screen already. I want to show you guys this that I was on. Speaking of going mainstream, over the weekend, we were on the Michael Knowles show.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, you actually had to go to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. I thought this was a great interview. A lot of people really like this video. The establishment fears the power of Bitcoin. We talk a little bit about some conspiracy stuff, how Bitcoin was created, who's really in control. We talk about Epstein. We talk about all kinds of stuff in this interview. Very interesting stuff. We talk about John McAfee. So everybody go support the Michael Knowles show. Who knows? We might be on, might be on some other Daily Wire shows here pretty soon. We'd like to maybe get on, I go on Candace Owens or go on Ben Shapiro for sure if they want to talk crypto. But it went really nice. And this is how you know crypto's going mainstream. This is pretty much a political channel. The Daily Wire is, and Michael Knowles talks a lot about cancel culture, a lot of that stuff that I can't stand. So that's definitely some mainstream stuff there. So back to the finance industry, blockchain, the underlying technology of crypto like Bitcoin has already gained mainstream popularity. This is executives by the Big Four auditing firm Deloitte. According to their 2021 Global Blockchain Survey, 81% of the financial services industry believes blockchain technology is broadly scalable. Report queried 1,280 FSI professionals in different countries. Some 73% of survey respondents expressed concerns that the firm would lose an opportunity to gain a competitive advantage. They do not adopt blockchain or digital assets. And guys, this is key here, okay? This is key. They are nervous. If they don't accept blockchain, they're going to end up like Blockbuster. That's what they're saying here. They're going to end up like Kodak. They're going to end up like, any of these, chain restaurants are all about to be going out of business soon.
Yeah.
The mall. Whew, man, I went to Town Center Mall on Saturday.
You did?
Yeah, we went to the mall. The kids wanted Chinese food, and there wasn't like a good place. There's a little Chinese food place that matches what my kids like and I like.
Mm-hmm.
And at the food court there in Town Center Mall, and it's just amazing how empty that thing is.
I can't remember exactly when, a week or two ago for something, and just the parking lot is so depressing. Like
exactly. That's the most depressing thing.
Yeah. And then you get in there and there's not a lot of people there. It's more, that whole place is in foreclosure. You know that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I was behind it.
Yeah.
And that, like, for TJ and I, when we were growing up, that was the place to be, was the mall here in Kennesaw. Was
popping.
That's where you had all your first bad experiences with it, at the mall or in the parking lot. So, that looks interesting. Oh, CryptoFace is in here. Good morning. By the way, somebody mentioned Nashville. I just got my kids' baseball schedules for the games. for the season. So now that I have those, now we can go and we can look and we can pick a date for that. So, I got a good idea on that. So probably when my kids have fall break. So, all right. Let's see here. So once again, they're scared. These places are scared. Finance companies are scared. In the last year, we've seen a significant shift in how the global financial ecosystem is thinking about new business models fueled by digital assets, how this is playing a meaningful role in financial infrastructure. Let's see. The survey showed that the foundation of banking has been fundamentally outlived. That's pretty good. So
when are we going to Vegas? Was it November?
Yes. So we're going to the LA Blockchain Summit on the November 2nd and 3rd. Then we're flying to Las Vegas, and I'm going to be playing in the World Series of Poker main event. And I'm planning on staying out there probably a week. So I think we'll go Thursday. Maybe we'll come back Monday or Tuesday. We're going to take the show on the road, though.
Yeah.
Show on the road. We need that. We're going to be doing the live stream from
BitBoy Road Show.
How many people are going to go with us on that?
We'll find out. That'll be interesting.
Is that Steve Avery? That does look like Steve Avery. That's pretty funny. Oh, it looks like, who is it? Juggy TV said he was from Cumming?
No.
Was that a joke?
He said when he lived there, he played on a team
called the Cumming Panthers.
Yeah.
That is a real city. That's a real city. That's actually a city I went to rehab all those years ago. It was in Cumming, Georgia. Believe it or not, it's a true story. It is spelled exactly like that. And they got a big water tower that everybody knows. It's funny, as a kid, I didn't even think about that. CryptoFace said, see you there. Awesome. Can't wait to see that. Is that true? Is that true? Let me look this up. That is what I meant to see. Jeremy Hogan. Let's see what he says. Says he responded to me. Is that true?
Responded to you? No. Oh.
I can add this. Settlement of this case would be very complicated and could take months because Ripple's business model requires liquid markets. Therefore, it's not as simple as we will pay X. Settlement would require input from exchanges and third-party business partners. Well, look, we'll continue to take Jeremy's opinion into consideration. I don't think he's a bad guy or a misled guy, but all I'll say is there's a lot of things that he said so far about this case that we looked at that were proven to be absolutely wrong. So he's not the messiah of the Ripple case. I've been told the target for settlement is the middle of September. So could happen faster than that. It's ongoing. There's a chance it might not, but I've been told that's what it is. So we'll have to see. So I'm very confident that the people that I know more about the case than he does. So no offense to Jeremy. Look, we like Jeremy. We'll continue to quote him. We like him. We're not saying anything bad about him. And look, who knows? Maybe he's right. But I do not believe so. It says, on our road trip in November, where is a good place off the beaten path to go camping in Georgia, north of Atlanta? Starting from San Diego, we'll be hitting North Carolina and South Coast. Oh, we're maybe buying a place up there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, there's tons of places in North Georgia. Just Google it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, play. Helen, I like Helen pretty well up there. Helen's good. Hiawassee,
Dahlonega.
No, I don't like Dahlonega for camping.
Franklin is up there. There's a lot of good stuff. The Highlands was a nice area we were in that had a lot of really good stuff. If you like waterfalls, Blue Ridge Mountains
Blue Ridge,
are great.
Yeah, Blue Ridge is great.
Yeah, the Blue Ridge Lake is nice. Blue Ridge has a little city there, so there's tons.
Amicalola Falls. Amicalola Falls is pretty good because they've got a little. Have you ever been to Amicalola Falls?
Yeah, we used.
Have you done the hike to the inn?
A billion times as a kid.
Oh, you went up. You stayed in the little hotel up there?
Yeah.
It's called the Hike
Inn. It's like a
mile. It's like a
like
a 3-mile hike, and you get up there and there's a hotel. So
something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, man. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of our ATL people showing up tonight. That's right. Peace up, A-Town down.
Camping. Yeah.
A-Town down. That's right. All right. Why domain name investors are buying up NFTs? Now, this is a very interesting story. This is going to lead into us talking about Visa. But there's a reason domain name investors are flocking to NFTs, and one industry veteran says it's still early days for unlocking NFT investment value. Now, I think this is the best time when we're going to be talking about NFTs for me to bring up the Pluto Alliance. I've told you guys about the Pluto Alliance. I'm going to make a bold statement here. This is going to end up being the greatest of all NFTs. The stuff that the Pluto Alliance is doing, which we are the Pluto Alliance. Okay, we are the Pluto Alliance. We gotta say it. This is our project. We've been talking about this for a while. This is not Bitverse related. This is the Pluto Alliance, but we're not attaching BitBoy or any of this stuff to it. Just know our team is working on this. We have professional designers and all kinds of stuff. We are going to be giving so much utility away with these cards. It's unreal. The traits, like the traits of these NFTs, like let's say this magic wand here, there will be so many of these characters that have a magic wand. If you get a magic wand, we're going to have companies and projects that we're working with that will airdrop you a portion of $10,000 to all the people that hold the wand. So there's going to be a lot of utility where you're actually earning money. By buying these, there's a good chance you're actually going to make the money back just in the airdrops over time. We've got all kinds of rarities in this as well. 10,000 unique alien NFTs. But here, this is a giveaway here. You guys make sure to go follow the Pluto Alliance. If you go to Pluto Alliance, it's Pluto_Alliance, by the way, is the actual Twitter handle. To celebrate our upcoming launch, we're distributing $5,000 in Babylon's tokens, or Babylon's NFT. I think it's Babby is the token, to 5 lucky winners. All you got to do to enter is retweet and like this post and follow the Pluto Alliance. Winner announced on August 25th, so it's going to happen real fast. Just remember, hashtag Pluto is a planet. So we're real excited. Have you seen the artwork for this?
I've seen a little bit, not a lot of it. It looks pretty sick.
It's pretty sick. This is going to be better than anything that's out. You guys will know that. Anything we do, we're going to do the best. And this will be no doubt. We have very high expectations for this. And we want this Pluto Alliance community to live on its own. We don't want people to be like, oh, BitBoy made this or blah, blah, blah. We want this to be its own thing. Bored Ape Club is a thing. Bored Ape Yacht Club is a thing. All these different animal things are things. This is our thing, the Pluto Alliance. We're really excited about it. It's going to be good stuff. So back to this. This is really interesting because think about this. What is the future of NFTs? Well, domain investors, people that buy all those domains and resell them, they make millions of dollars, okay, selling these sometimes. They're now getting on NFTs. What does that tell you? Imagine sitting on these domains. Imagine sitting on Coke.com when it first came out. Imagine sitting on Crypto.com. They paid $12 million for that, okay? This is the kind of opportunity these NFTs are giving. And I know a lot of people in the crypto community aren't super bullish on NFTs because you feel like celebrities are coming in, you don't see the use case, blah, blah, blah. You just want to buy the tokens. You don't want to buy cards. This is the mainstream adoption. This is how it happens. We're seeing so much. And I think maybe tomorrow we should talk about our sandbox game.
Sure.
That is freaking cool. There's going to be like NFTs integrated with sandbox and it's so much cool stuff. It kind of looks like Roblox, I guess, of the game. It's kind of
Roblox, Minecraft-ish. Yeah. Also, we still have 15,067 people watching, 6,000.
Oh, we definitely get to 8.
So yeah, only a couple more thousand to get to that 8,000 today. So if you guys could smash that, that would be huge.
Is Decker Bobbins in the chat?
No way.
Yeah, Decker Bobbins. He says, I'm going long on Ben.
Love that guy.
Love Decker, man.
Miss him already.
Man, I would peg that guy as a winner 7 times to Sunday.
I bet you would.
Well, it means a winner. We love Decker Bobbin.
Yeah.
Bobbin for Bobin. Over the last 60 years, Visa has built a collection of historic commerce artifacts, from early paper credit cards to the Zip Zap machine. Today, as we enter a new era of NFT commerce, Visa welcomes CryptoPunk 7610 to our collection. Visa is buying CryptoPunks. What more do you need to see? They're not just buying them, they're promoting them on Twitter. Think about this. Then we've got this story here. Visa invests 150,000 NFT CryptoPunk asset. This is the one I want to cover. 90 CryptoPunks got snapped up in 1 hour following Visa's 150,000 purchase. Why do we not own any of these? Should we buy one?
Nah.
We just got to say we missed it.
We missed it.
Now, we do have our BitBoy punks. You get the Bitverse punks. Those go pretty nice. You get airdrops with those. Are the airdrops with those over this week?
I'm not sure.
We need to find out because I think we had 10 weeks. I don't know if we're going to do more. I think it's been 10, but maybe I'm wrong. All right, let's go here. Bitconnect promoters pay $12 million in cash Bitcoin to settle $2 billion alleged scam. The alleged crypto Ponzi scheme shut down in 2018, but regulators have finally drawn a settlement from some of the defendants. Very interesting. But I want to keep a quick check on ADA here, as it is at 295 right now, a new all-time high. It just set.
Sheesh.
297 almost. It almost hit 297.
BNB strong pump today too. 500.
Justin Beaver says, buy a Lonely Alien Space Club. I think we have some Lonely Aliens. We do like Lonely Aliens as well. We do know that, look, there's a lot of aliens out there. We like Lonely Aliens. There's a few other, or what did I say?
Oh, you said it right.
No, I said it wrong. We like Lonely Aliens, but the Pluto Alliance is going to be where it's at. So we're gonna have videos, games, all kinds of stuff. So maybe we'll do a full video on it this week. But Cardano is moving. I want to point that out. Anyway, so the SEC's reached a settlement with some promoters behind Bitconnect. It reportedly raised $2 billion by selling tokens, which are later deemed securities. It's one of the most famous alleged scams in the history of crypto. I would say it's the biggest. Somebody said leave Gonzalez out of that. Elian Gonzalez? No, that's spelled with an E. That's Elian Gonzalez. It's not aliens. I would say, obviously, Bitconnect is the most famous scam in the history of crypto. There are actually some bigger ones, the Plus token and OneCoin.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the most famous because of the promoters, or at least in America, that were all over YouTube at that time. The SEC filed the suit in May. This week, the agency revealed that it reached a settlement with some of the involved individuals. SEC announced it has secured a settlement of 190 Bitcoin worth $9.25 million as of this writing, and more than $3.5 million in cash. So what is that total? $12.75 million from Joshua Jepson, Michael Noble, and Laura Muscola. As a result, the Southern District entered a judgment. Jepson's currently responsible for the bulk of the settlement, including the 190 Bitcoin is all coming from him. Wow. And about $3.04 million in question, and pay $150,000 penalty. Muscola will just pay over $576K. That's interesting. Noble's contributions yet to be finalized. He will owe disgorgement, prejudgment interest, and civil penalty. He cited as offering and selling unregistered securities through the Bitconnect scheme. Jepson represented the firm at conferences and interacted with promoters. Now, these are the two founders, right? Jepson and Noble, I believe. Muscola was Jepson's fiance at the time, was charged with unjust enrichment. Wait, no, I don't know who's who. I can't keep up with it. But I do know that a lot of people are wondering about Trevon James. Now, here it says Trevon Brown, a.k.a. Trevon Jones. Trevon Jones! It's actually James. Craig Rant and Ryan Masson were not included in the settlement. But I can tell you this, that it seems like to me that they're not going to get too hefty of fines. I don't believe. Because if you look at these fines up here, so what was the guy's name that got Joshua Jepson? Let's see, what was his actual role? Jepson Bitconnect. Let's see. Cybersecurity, 2 more. What was his role? Does somebody know? Somebody could put that in there. He was Bitconnect's continental promoter. He was basically the face of Bitconnect, I believe, is what he was. Like, that actually represented him. I wasn't invested in Bitconnect, so to be honest with you, I don't know that much about it. Let's see. Our residents of Massachusetts. I was trying to look, see if anybody in the chat said anything about it. SEC identifies Joshua Jepson as Bitconnect's continental reporter, meaning he liaised directly with Bitconnect's admins by aiding and abetting Bitconnect's unregistered offers and sales and lending program investment. He obtained over $2.6 million, of which he transferred $500,000 to Muscola. He was credited as having a hand in developing their multi-level marketing scheme, basically is what he did. The Bitconnect founder with Jepson's assistance, like he was like the international face of it, really. So what's really interesting is he got fined so much, but it says he only obtained $2.6 million. how is he owing like 10 million then? That doesn't make any sense. He must have had a lot more than that. So this is of particular interest. I'm always interested in this story because we haven't seen a lot of this where they've gone after promoters, where they've gone after people that were just making videos. Obviously, I'm a YouTuber. It's an unregulated market. That's why we're always begging for clarification in regulation from the SEC, so we have a standard to go by. Many people knew, and why a lot of these people are in trouble is because they knew it was a Ponzi scheme. That's what this boils down to. The people that were promoting it, I have a source who told me that some of these promoters in court or in hearings with the SEC admitted that they knew Bitconnect was a scam and continued to promote it. That is where the most troubling stuff comes in, because there are plenty of people that made videos about Bitconnect on YouTube during that time. But these people were the closest to the sun. They knew it was a scam, and they continued to rob people. So they certainly deserve to be in trouble. There's no question about it in my mind. So, all right, next story. Coinbase warns infrastructure bills crypto provisions could impact 20% of U.S. population. Coinbase's global tax VP has slammed Congress for the controversial crypto tax provisions rushed into the infrastructure bill, warning it could affect 60 million Americans. In a Saturday blog post, taking aim at a Thursday, August 19th editorial article from Bloomberg that praised the infrastructure bill's crypto provisions, Zlatkin criticized the lack of opportunity for public discourse, said today around 60 million people own crypto in America, roughly 1/5 of the U.S. population. Wow, that's a lot. Those Americans and the entire crypto ecosystem deserve more dialogue than midnight provisions inserted in the last moment. This all has to do with the broker stuff. And look, Coinbase obviously has a lot. Coinbase has a lot riding on this because they're the very definition of a broker, and they don't want their people to be seen as brokers. But what I would tell you on this is the same thing I said weeks ago. There's nothing to worry about. This is all going to get fixed. It's going to go into the House before it becomes an actual bill into law, which isn't until 2023. All this stuff will be worked out and it will be fixed. And, also, I think it was the Treasury or it was the Fed or maybe it was the IRS. Somebody came out. I know I'm going to get there. Somebody came out and said they're not going to enforce that on regular people. So even if it stayed the way it is, it's not going to get enforced because I told you in the beginning it was unenforceable and they know that. Rusty Ormus says, 7,600 likes, we can easily hit Ben's 8K. All you got to do is just smash that like button for us. If 400 people can do that, we will make it up. So we will get 8,000 likes. We just need 400 of you guys, of our most close to loyal, dedicated fans. Because if you're a loyal, dedicated fan, you already hit it. Okay. But sometimes I find myself when I'm watching around the blockchain, because I like to check the chat, sometimes I find myself forgetting to like the video. So I have grace for you guys. I do like myself. I'm bearish on Ben reaching 5'9". Well, yeah, I'm not going to get shorter. I'm 5'10". So if I get to 5'9", then that means that I'm probably elderly and hunched over. So I got at least a couple more years before that happens. Want to show you guys this. So I got sent this document here. This here is the H1 2021 in review. Do you know what that means, TJ?
The H1?
Yes.
No.
No, it is not a new variant. Okay. H1 means first half of the year.
Okay.
So it's like Q1?
Yeah.
H1. You ever heard that?
No.
I never heard it either. I had to look it up. So, somebody said everything is going up but Ben. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. That's good. Okay, so this is from Coinbase Institutional. They put out a report on their first half of the year. This was written by Brian Foster. I don't know if this is public information or I didn't find this on the website. This was sent to me by a source, but maybe it's available. I'm not sure. Brian Foster is a member of the institutional sales, trading, and prime service team and Coinbase Ventures. He previously held roles at Curve, which was acquired by PayPal recently. This is not Curve, the crypto project, by the way. Curve, I think it's a payments platform. But anyways, this is an explanation of everything that they believe about institutions. It said it was one of their most active periods on record for crypto in the first half of 2021, ushering in new all-time highs in asset prices, user adoption, and trading activity, which led to new all-time highs, of course, for Coinbase. But what I thought was really interesting is actually looking at some of the charts that they were using for their metrics for this report, comparing, of course, Bitcoin versus other assets, versus the SPY, the AGG against gold. Where you at, Peter Schiff? What is Earth? Do you know? URTH? QQQ is, I think, like an asset fund. I've looked this up before. I do know what that is. It's just slipped my memory here. QQQ stock. QQQ is the Trust Series 1. It's Invesco. It's an ETF is what it is. That's what it is. That's what it's Invesco ETF. But anyway, so you look at the returns from here, absolutely massive. Then they have some more charts here showing the realized cap, the rolling 30-day volatility of Bitcoin, the Sharpe ratio, which is very interesting comparing those same assets. The long and the short of this report is when you really read it and you look through it, Coinbase continues to be really bullish on the institutional side. I don't think there's any reason to think that will fall. And then, of course, they had some interesting stuff on Ethereum. Look at Ethereum pounding Bitcoin. 895% returns versus 280%. You can't beat that. We tell you, I don't know why people don't seem to believe me when I tell you Ethereum consistently outperforms Bitcoin over and over and over again. And it will continue to do so over the long term. The Alchemy Pay, I don't know much about it other than it just got on Coinbase. It's something we're looking at. Then we got ETH versus other assets. Look at this. Look at this. Look at ETH versus the other assets. The other ones don't even register on the chart.
Yeah.
Tell me, Peter Schiff, about your gold investment. I want to hear more because I need a nap. Okay. Which that interview is still not out yet. That debate, I don't know when that's coming out. But okay, so last story of the day. PayPal in El Salvador here. PayPal launches crypto buying and selling in the UK. So very interesting. This just happened this morning. I saw some people talking about it on Twitter. PayPal Holdings will allow customers in the UK to buy, sell, and hold Bitcoin and other crypto starting this week. Now, will this be bullish for Bitcoin? Do you think it will be?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's going to have a direct impact, but anytime a big platform puts Bitcoin in front of a lot of users, long term, it's bullish.
Yeah.
It'll make people think about it, talk about it, ask about it, maybe buy it, maybe not. But I mean, I know there's withdrawal stuff and fees stuff and all that when you're buying with PayPal. However, it's millions and millions more people having Bitcoin put right in front of them.
Yeah. The boomers love PayPal. Yeah. The rollout, which marks the first international expansion of PayPal's crypto services outside the U.S., could inspire further mainstream adoption of the new asset class. Over 403 million accounts globally, it's one of the largest mainstream financial companies to offer crypto. The company hoped a foray in a new asset class would encourage global use of virtual coins and prepare its network for new digital currencies that may be developed by corporations and central banks. We're committed to working closely with regulators in the UK. Digital currencies will play, and meaningfully contribute to the shaping role digital currencies play in the future of global finance and commerce. PayPal service will rival that of established crypto exchanges such as Coinbase. Very interesting, because they're all part of the same cartel. Customers will be able to buy Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash through their PayPal wallets. Move comes as more established companies have started offering crypto to clients. Well, I tell you what's really interesting is when you think about, look, all these people, all these companies are owned by the same people. I don't know if y'all know that. PayPal, part of the financial cartel. Venmo owned by PayPal, so right there with it. Coinbase, financial cartel, digital currency group. We already talked to you about the beginnings of that. Who's behind that? None other than people in China. And what you see is this. They understand that there's a certain percentage of the population that will only use certain platforms. So there's certain people that will use Square. There are certain people that will use PayPal, certain people that will use Venmo. Venmo is hilarious to me because it's like, oh, we don't like, it's like the kids, the kids. Like, PayPal is for boomers, so I'm going to use Venmo. It's the same company. It's the exact same thing, just a different version. And so what you see is these companies understand there's only certain people that will use certain things. So what they're doing is that they're just cornering the market. They're lining themselves up in every possible way. FTX, also owned by the financial cartel. Sam Bankman-Fried, chosen in his spot for sure, new billionaire. And when you look at FTX, they're advertising everywhere. They're doing everything. They're getting the public eye. Well, that's going to be the spot for the leverage trading. So then they're going to corner the leverage trading market. That's one reason why they're trying to push, ByBit, Binance, all these other companies out. So very interesting stuff. Now let's check out this. Speaking of boomers, Steve Hanke, who is an economist at Johns Hopkins, which, by the way, whose first name is Johns? I don't get it. Take that S off. It's probably two last names, I guess. But he is a senior fellow and director. Anyone who has the title fellow,
senior fellow,
you're a boomer. There's no question about it. I may be, but you're a bigger boomer than me for sure. The State Department sanctioned 14 El Salvadorian government officials. World Bank and IMF issued warnings. And ELSL's bonds tanked. But President Nayib Bukele has ignored these red flags and marches on with his crackpot BTC law. Bukele is playing with fire. ELSL will be burnt. These people make me sick. Then Nayib Bukele says, "Who is this boomer?"
So good.
That is definitely pretty funny. So
Twitter loved that.
Yeah, this is the original tweet here. I like this guy. Just comes off firing at the hip, telling him what he needs to know. Somebody says Peter Thiel created PayPal. Well, he was one of the people that created it. Elon Musk also I'm sure Elon Musk didn't create it. He never created anything in his whole life.
Jack Dorsey.
Outside of a board game as a child.
Yeah. Reid Hoffman.
Jack Dorsey?
Yeah, he was early on at PayPal.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, Reid Hoffman, who started LinkedIn very early on at PayPal.
Not Face says, not the ELSL, not the ELSL. No. What are we gonna do? Yeah. Oh my gosh, some of this stuff is such a joke. So, I think that it's funny he said that. I think you just got a bunch of boomers out there still talking. These people are old man yelling at Bitcoin. These are the same people that told you that no one would use online retailers, brick and mortar for life. Like that's the same people. It's very obvious where the world is going completely digital. Quick check on the market here as we kind of get off the show today. We got Bitcoin 49.5, Ethereum 33.3 or 33.36, 294 for Cardano, 498 for Binance Coin, XRP 124. So we'll keep a watch on the market today. Carl is going to be on later at 3 o'clock. And then we'll have our Around the Blockchain this afternoon. Can't wait. Somebody says, will Coinbase relist XRP? I think so. Well, they will for sure. It's just a matter of time. So we'll have to see what happens. And look, what we might see is an announcement of a settlement for XRP in the next few weeks. But then we may not actually get the full settlement for months down the road. But maybe just the announcement of it could get things sparked again. So, all right, guys, that's all I got. I love you guys. I'm going to be at the Braves game tonight. If anybody's going to be there, you look for me. Checking out the Braves-Yankees. Excited. Braves are in first place. Go Braves. Talking about chop. That's all I got. Be blessed. Boy out.